Welcome back to episode 9 of my Vanilla Plus Modded Forever World series, where today I'm going to be continuing the task I started last episode, which is terraforming this hill down here. Now, the plan is to make more land or more flat land for farms and animals, as I am running very low on food. Throughout the episodes, I have been going and just kind of harvesting and then replanting the crops as I've gone. So we do have a bit of food on hand. However, I don't think this is really going to be enough long term, especially with the potatoes, which will cost a fuel source to cook. So I do think it's important to kind of have like a backup plan. And because I will need to be getting animals anyway for, sheep for wool, just stuff like that, I think might as well be time to just start terraforming, just so we can have some more land to work with around the area. In addition to that, I thought it also would be nice to add just some final touches up around this area, as I realized I had some azaleas that could just kind of help liven things up a little bit. And I think we're just missing a little bit of foliage around here. I think that'll kind of finish everything off. There we go. I really want to kind of take this design and kind of just touch up this area as well, which I plan to eventually do. But I think first things first is to establish what part I'm terraforming versus what I want to leave alone. Because I do want to have like a nice little path that flows through here and just over this way. I don't really know where I want to like have any other builds yet. Maybe a dock down this way. So I think for now, just kind of expanding just a flat area that I can work with on this side, and then maybe just keeping it like a little hilly over here. Just kind of playing around and seeing what works, what doesn't. Really, what I should be doing is getting an enchanting table set up so I can not have to worry about using regular tools when I'm terraforming. But I really kind of want to take it slow. Although I should probably figure out where I want to do an enchanting table, although I might have an idea for it. Kind of that little space across the smelting room, or maybe upstairs. I'm not really sure yet. Kind of just want to take it slow and see what happens. But I definitely should be thinking about enchanting soon, just because I'm kind of getting into that space where I'm going to start making some actual builds and farms and stuff, and that will require a lot of tools. It might just be cost efficient just to get into enchanting. But for that, I'm going to need books, which means I will need to either find a lot of villages, which I don't really want to do, or get some cows going, which I don't really want to go out and search for animals either, but it's kind of just a necessary thing. So I think after I get this terraforming down, animals will be the next thing, or the next important thing, and then we'll kind of go from there. Shaders plus distant horizons really is just so pretty. So, so pretty. A friend of mine recommended that I look into the replay mod, so I took a look at that. And for anyone who doesn't know, that's essentially a mod that allows you to kind of record your world while you're playing, and then you can go in afterwards and kind of move the camera angle around, so you can get some like really cool perspectives. And I've seen it used in like other people's videos. So I just didn't really know. I think I knew it was the replay mod. I just didn't really know how to use it, but after his recommendation, I looked into it and I did get it. So it's probably gonna be some like fun shots in here. I might use that, especially if I'm gonna be terraforming for a large part of this episode, or at least what I feel like will be a large part. I feel like the replay mod will kind of come in handy for that. Wait a minute. I could have used that. What am I doing? Where should I use you? Let's have you. I'm right up here. Can you climb lines? No, but alright, let's see. Hey, buddy. Oh, don't put my crops. Perfect. It's funny because I really do have a hard time coming up with things on the spot. Just in any general situation. For example, when trying to think about what, like, what building to do next, or like where to go with my world, I just could not think of anything. So a lot of times I kind of just get inspiration on the fly. So as I was going, I thought, you know what would be cool if I'm doing farms anyway, and I need, it's a forever world, right? So I need to have buildings, not just my a little house. And it's not going to end when I beat the Ender Dragon, right? I need to have actual stuff. I need to build a world. And so I thought, if I'm doing a farm, what better to do than to build like a little greenhouse for my crops, or like a barn for animals. I don't know. I thought it'd be cool. So I think after I get the terraforming done and just some pens set up, I might, not this episode, at least not right now, but I might start looking into doing like a barn or just some sort of like greenhouse. Now, if I want to do a barn, I'm going to want to use reds, which I don't have a lot of access to right now. A lot of red blocks, I mean. Mangrove is probably still a little ways out, but I don't know, just some little thoughts of where to go from here. I may have gotten a tad bit carried away. I did finish clearing out that part like I said I would, but I was feeling inspired, so I decided to add on this cute little pond here. Just, it kind of felt a little empty because I was going to always plan on having two little paths, one splitting this way towards the farm, and then one splitting over this hill, and just this area felt kind of missing something. So I decided to add in this little pond, and I'm happy with it. I think it looks pretty cute. I do eventually want to kind of spread the design from the cave-in base outwards. So I think adding in this pond is just kind of like a nice little natural progression of that, and soon we'll finish terraforming this, just kind of making it all kind of cohesive. I do want to kind of spread this out and make it blend in, because that's kind of the point of a forever world, is everything kind of feels naturally progressed. At least that's what I kind of want for my forever world. But yeah, finished this like I said I would. I think I do want to progress with getting some animals, which does mean adventuring. We do have a sheep up there somewhere, but I think I just want to lay down some classic pens just for now. Just so we can have some animals. I do want to start getting some cows as well so we can start farming for bookshelves. But yeah, I think this is a nice little start. I do plan on kind of touching the, reforming this all later on. But I think just to kind of continue the, pattern of just popping up temporary stuff while we kind of start or get started, I think that's fine. That's good for now. Let's see if that sheep is still up there. Okay. It couldn't have wandered off too far, but I'm worried I'm not hearing any buzz. Let's try looking for it with a hitbox. Aha. Wait, yep, yep, yep. Perfect. Found it. Okay. Come on, buddy. Where am I going? And you get? Alright, that is one down. I don't think there is another one in the area, however. I fear it is expedition time. I don't recall there being any other animals in the immediate area. So for now, it's time to wander off and see if we can find anything close nearby. This could be promising. Big open space. There is a chicken. Oh, sheep. Wonderful. Sheep is what I wanted. I was going to say a chicken isn't exactly what I'm looking for. I don't even know if I want to deal with trying to drag a chicken back to base, but because I can always just get eggs. But if I have it right here, where where'd it go? Oh, I'll take that. I mean, another sheep. Is it worth it? I feel like it kind of has to be, right? Come here. Two more sheep. Oop. I mean, I really only need one chicken. Come on, buddy. It feels like I know they definitely changed lead mechanics because I can do this now, but it also feels like Mojang made leads a bit more forgiving. Let's go this way. I don't know. It just feels like I feel like they would have broken like 100 times by now. Feels like they're a little more forgiving, which is super nice. I think leads were pretty annoying to deal with previously, which is why people opted for like minecarts or boats. I would like to get. Oh, cow. All right, chicken. I don't need you anymore. I'm sorry, chicken. Where'd my lead go? That is perfect. I don't know because they don't spawn alone, right? Sure, there's another cow nearby, but I'll absolutely take one. That makes my next job a lot easier. God. No, you stay right where you are. Thank you. That is awesome. I am gonna go back and grab this chicken since it's right here, pretty much. And hopefully we'll see if we can get or find another cow on the way. Yes. Okay, you stay there. I'll be back for you. Where did this chicken go? I was honestly so scared that I would have to go out and travel like 1,000 blocks to find any animals. Not that, nothing spawns nearby, but I don't know. Sometimes I just have that luck where you have to go a long way to find what you're looking for. That's what I've been really worried about with the Nether. Once I finally go to the Nether, I'm worried that I'll get one of those spawns where the portal's just 1,000 or 2,000, even more blocks away from like another fortress or bastion. So this is a good sign. We're looking up so far. This is good. Let's get these guys booted up. Come on, there we go. And now we can just do let's do that. That's fine. Perfect. Okay. Ignoring the fact that I am eating raw carrots, I want to say that our food problem is now solved. We have sheep, we have chicken, soon to be chickens, and we also have some cows. And this farm is now like fully grown. I can definitely smelt any of these potatoes or just make some bread. So things are looking up right now. This seems like to be a really good place. Not really sure what I want to do for the next episode. I've kind of wanted to tackle handling this. It might be kind of just more prettying up the world. Might be, I don't think going into the Nether, but who knows at this point. Um, yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure where I want to go with the next episode, but I will keep you guys posted. And I'm going to end it here. If you did watch until the end, I appreciate you sticking through it. I know it's another kind of boring episode of just kind of mining and kind of just filling in blocks and stuff, but I think it's necessary work that has to get done. That is a huge achievement. I'm very happy this kind of moves us along. So I'll definitely be using or trying to breed these cows up whenever I can. Like I said, goal is getting some bookshelves. I do want to make an enchanting table and set up at some point soon. But yeah, if you stuck through it, if you have been following along the series, thank you so much for your support. I'd love it if you gave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe just so you can follow along. And just make sure you let me know if you've been watching since day one so I know who my starters from the beginning are. If you have any feedback, criticisms, anything like that, please let me know as well. I love to kind of hear what you guys are thinking. I want to make sure that you guys are enjoying this video as it is for you guys. Or sorry, enjoying the series as it is for you guys. Otherwise, thank you all and have a good one. See you in the next one.